Hi everybody, Joe Brancato, the Airgun scientist. So it's cold and rainy and we're shooting inside the Skunk Works lab. Today, we're going to show to you a lot of information about the FX Panthera. I'm going to call it a Panthera. I know it's Panthera. And we're going to give you all the specs that you want. We're going to give you weights. We have our scale here. We're going to give you measurements and lengths. We're going to give you feet per second. We're going to give foot-pounds of energy. We're going to give to you the settings for the regulators. And we're going to give to you groupings. We're going to give you a bunch of different information. We'll break it up because somebody complained our last video was too long. So we'll break this up into shorter videos. So let's get to unboxing. So I turned around the box. And let's take a look what's in the, let's see what's behind box number 1, Carol. 50% to 80% of you will have no clue what's in there. Who was Carol Merrill? So this is what comes in the box. This is a 700 millimeter 22, which means then that the plenum will be the largest plenum. Because as you go for each size barrel, 600, a 500 will have a smaller plenum than the 600, which will have a larger than and a 700 will be the largest. Let's just take a look at the gun outside of the box. Well, let's take a look at the box first. It's a form-fitted case, which is nice. I like it when they're form-fitted. It keeps the guns from getting banged around when we're shipping them out more. So that's basically what you get. Not a whole lot. Stickers. This thing here, FX Airguns magazine. Let's take a look. Let's give it some weights and measurements first. And okay, while we're here, we're going to take a look at the magazines. And if you look at the magazine, this clear section is thicker, and that's to allow for thicker, longer slugs. Let's take a look at the gun. Let's put this down. Let's get some measurements here. Okay, through the magic of video, we now have the gun out of the box, have it on sandbags so you can get a good, easy look. We have with us a scale and a tape measure. So let's get down to figuring out how much this thing weighs. Turn on the scale, she's on. Lay the gun on there. Now, we did it without a scope. We're going to put a Titan on this. That's one of our favorite scopes. And that's 8 and 7.8 ounces. 8 pounds, 7.8. I'm going to call it 8.8. I'm going to call that 8.5 pounds. So 8.5 pounds, take a look. From muzzle to butt pad, 47 inches. Okay? 47 inches, 8.5 pounds. So let's take a look at a couple of the features of the Panthera. Number one, in the front here, it has an Arca Swiss rail. So this will work on many tripods. In fact, we took the camera off the tripod and stuck this right on there, and we're kind of like, oh, that's pretty cool, man. I'd like to try that. So you don't have to go out and buy an Arca Swiss rail for this gun if you want to use a tripod, a good quality tripod. Let's see, as we move down, these two gauges are easy to see in the shooter's position. These show both the tank pressure and the regulator pressure without having to move your head from the shooting position. And then moving back a little further, right here we have the quick tune system that's identical to that found on the Impact M3. It has the little knob that you go up and down with and the large 1 through 16. And if you notice a little bit up here, I have a slot that you can see. And what that is for, you can remove the handle from the right side and move it to the left side. Some people like to shoot from the weak side. Some people are left-handed, want to shoot from the strong side. For whatever reason, you can now move it over to the left side. And then finally, one of my favorites is an easy access quick fill. Some of the, well, I'll just say it's a lot easier than having a probe. Nobody's a big fan of probes. And I am a big fan of a quick disconnect. Glad FX stuck with that. So that's about it. I think we did throw on an aftermarket impulse suppressor. That made a huge deal, but this does not come with the gun, just so you know that. But it made a huge difference, quite a bit of a difference. And of course, we had to throw on my favorite scope for now, the Titan. We'll have to see when that Theos comes out, how we feel about that. Before we even go into shooting, let's talk about what we're shooting and how we're going to shoot it. So we are shooting the Javelin precision swaged airgun slugs, caliber .218, 34 grain, and the BC is listed on here as .105. Interesting. Now we'll talk about the magazine. I just pulled the cover off, and as you can see, it holds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 rounds. And this case cover is actually thicker and grooved to accept longer slugs. So we're going to load that up, and through the power of video, we'll speed that up as well so that you guys and gals don't get bored. So there you have it. There's the magazine loaded with 18 rounds of 22 slugs. And we're going to put the cover on. Okay, so we showed to you how to load the magazine. Next, we're going to put on the chronograph. And we're going to use, this time we're going to use the FX chronograph. What's nice about this is we have a lot of LED lights in the shop, and a lot of chronographs are light driven. This is radar driven, so it doesn't get affected by the ambient light. So that's why I use this a lot. I'm not trying to be like an FX, always FX product. I love the chronograph that we have over there, which I can't, Caldwell. Love that Caldwell. It's just a lot bigger, and this is more convenient at times. So give a shout out to Caldwell. They make an excellent chronograph as well. All right, so let's take a peek. Now, get the phone set up. I use the FX chronograph program, which goes with, you download that. So now let's see what happens. There we go. So hopefully you guys and gals can hear it, but if not, I'll keep it near my microphone. So now we mounted the FX chronograph, and we added the weight of the pellet into the phone so that it would know the total foot-pounds of energy. Now we're going to insert the magazine. Yeah, we're going to insert the magazine. I don't know why I stuttered on that. We pull this back here, okay? Insert the magazine as one would think. Just let that puppy slide right in there. My cameraman Alex was suggesting we put on a suppressor because it was getting loud in the preliminary shots that we did. Quite an astounding difference in this small suppressor that we're using. That's an Impulse Air that we carry. Made in the USA, yeah, that's one of the good things about it. So we have the FX Crony on the end of the muzzle. Makes it quite long, but let's go and see how this thing does. All right, let's see what we can do here.
965, 70, 0.3, 965, 70, 0.3. 970, 71.0. 965, 70.3.
So let's find out what our muzzle velocity is. First thing I'm going to do is take a look at our last couple of shots. We got 965, 970, 965, 965. I'm going to call it 965. So yeah, we've got 965, 965. We got a high of 970 and then a 965. Remember, folks, this is a brand new virgin gun. Never fired before, so the regulator hasn't even had a chance to settle in. As you can see, the gun shot 965 feet per second for just about every shot except for one. And remember, this is an out-of-the-box virgin gun. We do not cherry pick guns, okay? Doing pretty good. I think very good, good energy, good consistency, and we're going to show to you now groups in the next video, part 2. Part 1, weights, measurements. Part 2, let's get some accuracy. Stay tuned. This is Joe Brancato, the Airgun Scientist, saying, first of all, thank you for watching our videos. Take care. God bless. Please like and subscribe. That's what helps us get these videos out there. And remember, if you have a question, something you'd like to see us do, questions on this particular gun or any other gun, put them down in the comments and we reply. And we might even give to you a shout out. Take care. God bless. Are you serious?